All right, greetings everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
We're
Back with another episode. I believe it's going to be another good one.
Man, listen, I said this before, but I really mean it this time.
Okay.
I actually mean it this time. I think this is going to be the best one.
Oh, yeah, this for real, for real.
I really think so.
Yeah, man. So we back at it, ready to roll. Your guy, Lucius, by the way, of Loophole Beats. Got the beautiful Professor Melville.
Hey.
And we got my good brother, J Ell Groove.
Tis I.
And we got a guest today. We got my good brother, Tin Man Travis.
Y'all clap it up for him one time. What's up?
Yeah.
The legend is in the building. Yeah, we've been waiting on this one. Right. We've been waiting on this one. Tim, man, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Seems like it's been a minute since I seen you.
7 hours.
Possibly.
Man, long time.
Possibly,
Nate's.
yeah.
Saw you at Nate's.
Oh, yeah, you saw me at Nate's last night. That was last night, right?
Can't believe I
okay.
remember that.
I barely remember that. That's hilarious. Man, y'all heard me talk about the good brother Tim Man Travis. Y'all might even seen him commenting and stuff on the live, man. So we definitely had to get him up here, chop it up with him, man. We appreciate you for taking the time out of your semi-busy schedule and
Super busy.
and just come kicking it with us.
Tin, I
man.
like how he downplayed your schedule like that.
I know.
He one of the busiest guys I know. Like he really be busy doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
Busy.
Nothing at all. So busy at nothing. There's nothing that's busier.
Okay, I see what you did there. He's also one of my favorite penmen. That's one of my favorite songwriters in that. So for those of y'all that don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. So our good brother Tin Man Travis, he has a band called Tin and Tonic. I am the drummer for Tin Man. Travis and Tin. I'm Tonic. I'm one of the Tonics.
Oh, okay, you on the Tonics?
Yeah, I'm one of the Tonics. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't never heard you refer to yourself like that.
yeah, I'm one of the Tonics, man. Been rocking with this guy for about musically for about like 7, maybe like 7, 8 years, something like that. 8 years.
2015.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well,
So
I got history for real.
Oh yeah,
Dang.
like 8. Yeah, so 8 years, man.
Been through all the ups and downs.
Yeah, man. While you playing, been through a couple of them together, but he's always had my back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've told stories about him and stuff like that. He's always had my back. He's always been a real one. So yeah, man, it's easy to rock with somebody like that for so long.
Nice.
You know? So yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we can start from the beginning because I got quite a bit to learn since I'm just meeting you. Remember?
Okay.
So how did music get introduced to you?
I've been in a musical family my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my parents were Church of Christ. They're like real singers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad went to school in North Texas for choral education and piano theory.
Oh, nice.
Got my first guitar when I was 11
Okay.
from my uncle's pawn shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mom took me to my uncle's pawn shop and he was like, all right, pick any guitar you want.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'll take that one. He was like, pick another one.
Okay.
I was like, I'll take that one. He said, pick one from here down.
Man, you was like you was in a musical toy store.
Yeah, I got my first CDs there and my first guitar there.
Okay.
That's what's
I
up.
played trumpet 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Did not know that.
And then in the 8th grade, they were like, well, next year you're going to high school, so you can either be in band
Mm-hmm.
or football. You can't be in both. So I think they've changed that now. They're like, you have to march. And I was like,
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah.
So I remember.
I did both when I was in middle school.
Yeah, I remember.
In middle school, you could do both.
Yeah.
In 9th grade, see, 9th grade was high school for me. Where I went to school was 7th and 8th grade was middle school.
Mm-hmm.
1 through 6 was elementary. 7th and 8th grade was middle school. 9 through 12.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the next year, they were like, well, you can't play in band or football, which was kind of janky to me. But
Right.
because I would have been a really good trumpet player.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting because I know the high school I was at, they let us do both. Cause I remember you used to see some guys in full football uniform.
Yeah, in the band.
On the field marching.
Yeah, in the band. But then I think another thing too is like some of those were probably like JV
Mm-hmm.
and not varsity. It probably wasn't varsity that was, you know what I'm saying, playing both.
Yeah.
I think it was more so like JV and stuff like that. I think they were able to play both because their games was earlier anyway.
And even if they were on the field with the varsity, they weren't playing.
Right.
So.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's probably what that was. All right, man. So
I did choir.
Yes.
that's
Good.
awesome.
No. Oh.
So
I was just trying to fit in, you know. Everybody was talking about stuff, so, you know. I did choir.
Did you play the tambourine while you was?
No, but I did do the
Okay.
triangle. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Chow time. Chow call.
that's hilarious, man. So okay.
We
So
need a triangle player.
Put me
no,
in
we
the game,
don't.
coach.
We really don't.
Yes, you do. 10. That's your band. You can put me on the roster if you want to. Don't let him deter you.
We really don't, man.
Yes, you can have it.
So what was it about guitar that just stood out to you?
I liked it, you know, I loved it, and then I like pursued it for a little bit, and I knew a few chords and knew how to play a few songs, but you know, I quit really playing guitar because of my verse.
Okay.
And I was a little freestyle artist and
Right.
battle MC, won a few trophies. And I didn't pick guitar back up until I went on vacation in my 20s.
Yeah.
And while on vacation, decided I'd learn how to really play guitar. Because when I was 13, my mom got me lessons at a place called Zoo Music. There's one in Dallas and one in Garland.
Okay.
It's owned by Dave Anderson. Have you ever subbed for his band?
I
He
don't.
used to play at that place over there off of, what is it, where Skillman hits Abrams. It used to be called like Home Plate or
I don't think so.
Blue Plate or what was it called?
I don't think so.
Anyway, Dave Anderson.
Okay.
He's like a big property owner and he owns Zoo Music. And I went to get lessons there and there's this guy and you go in the back and there's like all these posters of this guy with like crimped hair, like chain earrings and like smoke behind him and like snakeskin shirt and
Yeah.
Ibanez, like straight 80s hair metal looking thing. And he'd bring me in there, he'd sit me down and say, all right, now do you want to learn how to play guitar? Or do you want to learn how to play songs? And when I'm 13, I'm like, well, if I know how to play songs, I know how to play guitar, but it's the exact opposite. If you know how to play guitar, you play any song.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
So I learned like Nirvana and Metallica and Toadies and all that 90s stuff. I'm showing my age, but
Right.
so that was cool, and I learned some stuff from him. But like when I went on vacation, I had a bunch of music theory literature sent to me. And then I started practicing, and then I ended up giving lessons and then playing in bands, and then coming home from vacation thinking what I had was gold, and then taking all of that and throwing it in the trash can because it was not good enough.
Right.
So when they decided that I was having a few too many cocktails on vacation, they sent me on another cruise.
Okay.
And when I went in there, I started rewriting stuff, and that's where like, Hey Y'all, and all those come from.
Okay. So and that's when you really, that second vacation, that's when you really got in your writing bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the writing was good. The lyrics were always good, but just the approach and the song structure and the format was not. The rhythm was kind of bad. There was a lot of extra spaces, and I still find myself doing that. Like I write a line and I'd be like, put a whole bar in between. It's like, no, it's got to be.
Yeah.
You know,
What's the main inspiration behind like a lot of the songs that you've written?
Well, right here.
We got my sister Amy in the building.
Woo-woo.
Shout out to Amy over there.
Yes.
That's Tim Man's right hand. 9 times
My
out of
muse.
9 times out of 10, you will not see him without her, and vice versa. So we
right.
got Amy in the building. You know, just coming
Well,
to support.
it's like 6 out of 10 now.
6 out of 10.
There's that grandbaby.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm back burner now.
Shout out to the homie Riker.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Riker. You know what I'm saying?
Stratton and Zeta.
You know, all of them, man. All of them. But yeah, that's what's up, man.
I
So
write about a lot of different things.
you do.
I'll just take an idea and go with it.
Yeah,
or
man.
maybe a line that stuck out. I'll be like, oh, that's got to be one.
Yeah, like his love songs are like legit, man. Like, you know, we talking about like, you know, we got love songs, we got songs about how I'm so in love with you, I'll F you up. Dude,
Interesting. Okay.
dude just on the spot. Dude just on the spot made a song. Just the whole song is just spelling her name out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's called Telegraph.
Yeah, and that's the whole song, and it is like, it sounds weird now, but it's like, if you hear it, it's like, oh, this actually makes sense. This is actually a dope song.
I love his pen.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Like I said, hands
And then
down.
10, you already know my favorite song.
Which one?
Staying here.
Staying here for the night.
Staying here for the
Yes.
night. Yeah, man. He has a couple of them, man. Like that. You know, you got Staying Here for the Night. You got like Hey Y'all, Honky Tonk All Star. I'm in his band. I can't name these songs just off the top of my head.
Night Rider.
Night Rider.
The Depths of Me.
Depths of Me. I think I like.
Yeah, you got
Part
a
of
catalog
Life.
for real.
Yeah,
for real.
Part of Life.
In
Forever
your
and
version.
Always.
Uh,
The Truth.
The Truth.
Pencil and Two.
Penciling. Yeah.
Spiritual Thing.
Spiritual Thing.
And his version of Deep Ellum Blues. I love his version.
Yeah. It's changed over
We got to
the
bring
years.
it back, though.
It's changed
When we
over
have
the
practice on Wednesday, let's go listen to it.
Okay.
Because it'll be the original way at that horrible recording of us at Curtain Club.
Okay. Are we actually practicing on Wednesday?
Oh
We
my
are.
gosh.
Okay, bet.
I
Got
told
you.
him today.
Okay, got you. We'll set that
Coach,
up then.
Coach was like, well, I got to play. I was like, it's still afternoon like it was going to be on Tuesday. It's
Right.
still afternoon. Jamie's like, well, if you're making me.
Yeah, shout out to the homies, man. We got Jamie Vahala.
Love him.
He plays bass, and then we got the legendary James Kirk Hampton, Coach, who's in Ten and Tonic as well. And it's the 4 of us, man. And we get on stage and we do what we do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're all well respected in our area. You know what I'm saying? So
Where
yeah.
did the name Tin and Tonic come from? I've always wanted to ask that.
I just put it together.
Like, there's no meaning behind it. But, well, of course, 10, your name, but tonic, like.
Right. So, I mean, most people are like, oh, like the drink gin and tonic, but you know, like tonic is a word that describes tone. Anything that has tone
Oh, okay.
can be spoke about tonically
Okay.
in music theory. So that's really, it's a play on a play on a play.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah, a triple entendre, if you will, like almost like pen and tonic.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
tell you. I'm not gonna tell you what I thought it was. So you know. Okay, I still got my shirt where it looked like it's a whiskey logo with your face picture.
Yeah.
A
I got
picture
it
of your
on-
face?
It's on my back
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on your. Okay, so I thought so. You know, tonic it can be. You know, it can be drunk or whatever. So I thought tin and tonic was more so like it came or it was derived from like your music being like a tonic to people.
Right.
And so, you know, when you did the little whiskey look with your face on the t-shirt, I was like, oh, that's dope. Because we could literally drink your music and, you know, it could be
Exactly.
like a tonic. That's why I thought. But maybe I was thinking
and
too
on the
deep.
shirt it had it's. I mean, there's no. I don't know if there is too deep for me, but
Yeah.
that's why the logo's like that. It's supposed to be like an old tonic label from a snake oil
Yeah,
salesman.
yeah.
You know, and it says 100% pure tinctures on it.
Yeah.
Tonal tinctures.
Oh, okay.
Tonal tinctures.
So Tim, man, tell Lou what when If Lou was to ask you what style of music do we play, tell Lou what style of music do we play.
Texas blues infused, psychedelic, psycho, folkabilly.
That's a lot of words.
That's just one word. Just
One word.
Supercalifragilistic.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's like. And if you listen, Texas blues infused, psychedelic, psycho, folkabilly. Supercalifragilistic.
You should put that on the shirt.
It is on the shirt.
It's on the shirt. Okay.
Yeah,
It's on this one on the back.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to show you our
Yeah.
logo. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to show you our logo. But yeah, and that's what we play.
Okay.
And,
Cool.
and like I said, you hear it.
What
and
kind
it's
of music you guys play? Supercalifragilistic is like what? Wait, what?
Yeah, people will be like, what does that mean? I'm like, well, we play country, rock, and blues.
Yeah.
They're like, well, how do you know what you're going to play? I say, I just look at hats and shoes.
Yeah.
And I play that.
Yeah.
Feeling the
Yeah.
the vibe of the crowd. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So that's like our style of that's our style of music. And
There's a lot in there.
Yeah, everything was already
Everything from Latin to polka to
that one tune that just developed into a Latin to She Waits, which is did you mention Allison's?
Allison's.
We got this tune called that we do called She Waits, written and arranged by him, and we didn't used to play it like that. We played it different at first, and
we
then
played it so many ways.
And then I don't know what happened. I think we just got bored at one gig and just started doing.
It was always
stuff.
Latin to me.
Yeah,
just because of how it's written, but. There's so many, like, I feel the music I write's very interchangeable. Like, it's very formatted, so it's like, there's not many key changes. There's not many, it could be played in different rhythms and different time signatures, which we've shown, by accident or by fermentation or by choice.
Yeah.
Some things have. And that's what I was telling Amy on the way over here. She was like, y'all are having a practice? I was like, yeah, and they're not going to like me. And I was like, I already talked to J Ell Groove about it, but it's like, we've got to.
You got to tighten up, man. Because sometimes we get in our zone and we get loose, man. We get loose.
Yeah, so do y'all do covers or y'all just, it's all original? Or?
We do covers.
Okay.
If you go to a Tonic show, it's probably, we're probably playing, depending on the show, I'm going to be generous and say, 85 to 90% originals.
Okay.
Like out of
y'all probably need to have
out of three
rehearsals.
sets out of 3 sets but it's also that thing where we've been playing together so long.
Y'all don't necessarily have
we know we just
y'all
know
each
the
other.
songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know the songs. We might now the only thing like it'll be a tune that we haven't played in a very long time and he'll call it and I'll be like, oh shit. Okay, it's that one. Got you.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It'll be that, but for the most part, like we've been playing together. And so, one funny story how I started playing for Tonic. So, around this time, and it's one of my favorite 10-man stories because it describes him, right? So, around this time, I'm in Deep Ellum. Like every Wednesday, because a good friend of mine, Stephen Kettner, he used to have a night out there.
What up, Kettner?
What up? Shout out to Stephen Kettner.
Kettner.
Yeah.
Kettner the connector.
Kettner
Right.
the connector. Yeah, he really did though. He really did.
I miss him.
So this was before Big Side was even thought about or whatever. So every now and again I would go play with him, sub with him, stuff like that. And then this what I thought was like a superstar still do. I still do feel that way about him. He would come in every now and again, what I'm saying, check us out, whatever. And so I'm assuming it was a back end conversation. Like he had asked Kettner, like, yo, what's up with that drummer that's been playing with y'all? Kettner was like, yeah, go for it. I don't know how Tin Man knew that I worked at Guitar Center at the time. Even more so the Guitar Center that I worked at, because I used to work at Guitar Center Mesquite. So I don't even think we had that conversation. I don't know how you found that out, but he found that out. I don't remember, but out of nowhere, I'm at work, and he walks in. Tim Man walks in. I was like, hey, Tim Man, I remember you from what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on? Hey,
He does.
I got a gig this weekend.
So cool and chill.
No, for real. That's
Yeah.
exactly how you
I
talk.
got a gig this weekend. You want to do it? I was like, yeah, sure. So he told me where it was at the Velvet Elvis. That was the very first Tenatonic gig. So he told me where, what time, pay, all that stuff. He was like, all right. And then he just walked out. He didn't even buy nothing. He just walked out. And I'm like, wait.
Like he was on a mission.
I said, wait, 10. I don't know your tune because I do know that he played like a lot of originals. So I was like, 10, I don't know your tune. He just stopped and then turned around and said, I trust you. And then proceeded to just walk out.
How did that
That's
make you
funny.
feel?
I was confused because I'm like, who is this? And then he got up on his lone horse and just rode off into the sunset. And I'm like, that was like a
That was
weird,
a movie
That was a
moment.
weird experience that just happened right there.
That seemed like something that happened in the movie or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
movie moment. I trust you.
He's like, I trust you, and then just walked out. And then that's when I first met Coach. That's when I first met Jamie. And then you calling all these tunes. So everything that I'm playing, I'm just making them off the fly, like whatever. But come to find out now, that's the Tenatonic sound. Like
Okay.
that's like I don't, because they were a band a little bit before I got there for like a couple months.
Yeah, we were. We had a Battle of the Bands in 2015, and Bugs Henderson, who's a guitar legend,
Love Bugs Henderson.
his son Buddy Henderson, I met him when I came home from vacation. We worked for the Shriners together at a fundraising center. And I'd sneak my guitar out of my temporary vacation condo. It's kind of like a halfway vacation, halfway back.
Yeah, I got you.
And he was like, my dad's Bugs Henderson. And I was like, I don't even know who that is. And so...
Oh, you didn't know what that was at the time?
Not at all. And so I was, I researched him on my cell phone that I wasn't supposed to have. And then when I finally was done, Buddy Henderson took me to I'm confusing my stories. That's how I got my start in Dallas, was through Jackie Donlow and Buddy Henderson, right? So
Okay.
then Buddy Henderson went back on vacation, and then he came back, and we had, I started Tenatonic then, and this was because I had gone on vacation to come back too, and we entered a Battle of the Bands through KHYI 95.3 The Range. Shout out to Brett Dillon over at KHYI, and we're going to the semifinals, and then I get a call, and they're like, well, Buddy's gone. And I'm like, okay. So I called the drummer that I had that was also the only other guy that I'll let cut my hair. I call him, and he lives in Slidell, Mississippi.
I've never heard of that before.
It's on the Pearl River.
Okay.
And he's really from Pearl River in Louisiana.
Okay.
And Slidell's on both sides.
Okay.
Kind of like St. Louis.
Okay.
There's two St. Louis's in
I
two
got you.
states, but they're right there on the same river. But so he gets in the car and drives here. He's never heard. Well, first of all, I call my first sub, right? And my first sub is a guy named Pete Coatney,
Okay.
who's played with a guy named Jack Ingram for like 30 years.
Shout out to Pete Coatney. Yeah, that's the homie.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the
And he's
homie.
like touring pro.
He has a solid 83 drum sets just laying around.
Yep.
Wow.
And yeah, he probably has a suit to match every drum set.
Yeah.
That's
So
a smooth.
I got a
dude,
story
man.
about him too that
Yeah.
you'll remember too. So I called Pete Coatney, and Pete Coatney's like, yeah. And then I walk into the White Elephant Saloon in the Fort Worth Stockyards for the Battle of the Bands for our semifinals. And then the DJ, Brett Dillon, walks up and he's like, Tin, what are you paying ringers to come in for this competition? I was like, first of all, I'm paying all these guys
Yeah.
at least some gas money to get here. I was like, I'm not going to make them do this for free. It's out of my pocket. I'm paying these guys $50. You remember during the competition, I'd be like, here's 50 or whatever. And I was like, what are you talking about ringers? He was like, well, that's Pete Coatney. I'm like, yeah, it's brother Pete. He was like, he plays for Jack Ingram. And I was like, Pete, do you play for Jack Ingram? And he was like, 30 years. And I was like, this is my second call.
Yeah.
After, because Buddy was always touring with different people too,
Right.
because he played for his dad for so long. But so for the finals, I couldn't get anybody, right? And so on the finals, I end up calling my guy in Mississippi, and I'm like, I call him Hair Dude. Johnny Laurent is his name. And we'd been in a band together when I went back for a brief stay. And
On vacation.
yeah. And so he called his boss, and he called me and said, I'll be there. And he hopped in the car, and he drove there. And he got there the day of, and he was like, are you playing all the stuff that we used to play in there? I was like, it's all new. And he was like, oh. So I went through, and I was like, here's the verse, here's the chorus.
Yeah.
Watch me for the ending. Here's the verse, here's the chorus. We went through, and we went over there, we won, We won the Battle of the Bands, the 2015 Texas Music Showdown, which we were the last. Now we had a big band then. We had like Junior Clark, Coach, Andy Miller on harmonica. WD on guitar. It was like,
Okay, yeah.
it was a stage,
Yeah.
And so we ended up winning that, and then we got entered into, automatically we didn't have to audition for Shine a Rising Star.
Shine right, yeah.
I was going to ask about
and
that.
that's when J Ell entered the
We
chat.
brought J Ell.
Right on.
That's when J Ell entered the chat.
Remember in that Shining Rising Star though, Pete Coatney? Like there was those guys up there.
Yeah.
Because this guy's like the sharpest dressed dude. Like when I hear ZZ Top sharp dressed man, the first person I think about
Pete Coney,
is
for sure.
Pete Coatney, because he's got those fitted blazers, and he rolls his sleeves up tight.
Yeah.
And he looks like, he's out of Rolling Stone magazine. But he told those guys, he was like, what do you work at a filling station?
Right.
This is showbiz.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there looking at me. I got like cut off denim and stuff.
Right.
And
Right.
I talked to him about it later. He was like, but that's a look. He was like, those guys look like they just got done, moving an oil pan.
Right.
He's like, all your guys look good behind you. The front guy can wear whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Like his whole band. Anyway.
Yeah.
That was funny. Yeah, we've had the groove on since.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so it's like I said, it's been a minute. Let me ask you this, man. So who are your? Because when I listen to you play, I hear a lot of different things. I hear a little bit of, and if you don't, especially if you're a guitar player, if you do not know who Bugs Henderson is, please do your Googles. Please do yourself a favor. Do your research. Legend. He no longer with us, but Bugs Henderson, man, listen. Please do yourself a favor and Google Bugs Henderson. But so I hear a little bit of Bugs. I hear a little bit of Junior Clark. I hear, I hear a couple different people. Like, so who are your like main influences when it comes to playing guitar? Who do you like? Who do you study and listen to?
Man, I listened to Stevie Ray Vaughan for so long, and then, but the thing is, it's like, to really know who he is, you got to understand. There's so many players that they're like, I'm just going to take this guy's stuff, this guy's stuff, this guy's stuff, put it together, and and it's going to be like this amazing thing or whatever. But it's like, no, people are like, oh, that's a Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like, I'm like, that's a Freddie King lick.
Yeah.
That's an Albert Collins lick is what that is. And that's all it is. I mean, everyone just steals people's stuff, but their presentation of it and the ability to do it. Like, and people are like, play me some Stevie Ray Vaughan. And to this day, I still say, I don't touch anything he's done.
Yeah.
Ever. Because
Actually, we don't do any Stevie Ray, even when we do
never
covers.
have.
Yeah.
And you'll hear me play Stevie Ray Vaughan on the couch or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
he's it as far as like the Dallas guitarists go. But you got to understand, like, he knew Bugs. All these people were watching
Bugs
Henderson.
Yeah.
So, and it's like I don't even want to try to fathom ever being able to play like that or what it'll take to get to that level. So, my influences are for guitar, Bugs Henderson, Roy Buchanan, Robin Trowers.
Okay.
I have some raw things I do that, of course, I learned from Jimi Hendrix. It's like all these guys, that are just, and there's just so many of them. You know, it's like what style guitar player?
Yeah.
You know, because we got a lot of gypsy stuff in our approach. So it's like, you know, I like Al Di Meola, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I could name 1,000 guitar players right now. That are my influences.
Do you feel like now? I know as a band, Ten and Tonic has their own sound. Nobody sounds like Ten and Tonic, but just you as an individual musician, do you think Tin Man has his own sound as far as, you know, playing guitar?
I do. I can hear myself.
Yeah.
She'll have something on, I'll be like, where was I playing that?
Yeah.
She's like, how'd you know it was me? I was like, I only do that. I'm the only person that does that little thing right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a couple, you have some nuance about you that is like, oh yeah, that's Tin Man. I know that. I just wanted to know if you knew that about yourself.
Of course.
Yeah.
He said, of course.
Of course. I'm that guy. All right, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Lou, you good?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm good,
Okay.
brother. I'm here. I'm here listening. I'm taking it all in, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. So far as, you know, I guess you having the bands or starting your band, did you have any problems with like finding the right pieces, or was it just all just coming together?
It was all kind of the same way. Like, I knew that. Well, see, I brought Coach on kind of the same way with Eric. I used to go to this blues jam at O'Reilly's.
O'Reilly. No.
Yeah, they just closed, and we'll miss them over there because there was a lot of.
Oh, they
history.
closed it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They didn't. The landlord didn't renew the lease. So.
Got you.
But Coach, man, I look at pictures of him then, like he was about to retire.
Mm-hmm.
He used to play music for years and years, in like the 70s, and
Yeah.
but he quit when he had kids, you know. And
Really? I didn't know that.
He sold like high dollar, like $700 patio chairs, you know, like stuff that I like. My patio, I get it right out the Walmart cage. You know?
Right.
It's like, they finance this stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, and he was so clean cut, wasn't he?
He was.
He was so clean cut, and
I
it looked like he would sell me some patio furniture.
Right. I remember the short hair.
I don't ever remember him with short hair.
I remember. Yeah, I remember short hair, no facial hair, clean
Really?
cut.
So I walked up to him. Nick
That's
Snyder.
not my coach.
Nick Snyder was the host of a jam there.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, Mark LeBlanc was the host of the jam.
Okay.
And Nick Snyder was the guitar player for Mark, you know. And
That's another beast too.
then Mark had a heart attack, so Nick Snyder had gotten the reins, or got the keys.
Yeah, shout out to Nick.
And yeah, shout out to the Nick Snyder.
Yes.
And Coach is playing keys up there, and I walked up to him and was like, hey, I'm joining a battle of bands. You want to try? I think we can win.
Okay.
We've been together since.
That's what's up.
And I picked up Jamie through Smoke and Rita,
Okay.
I think.
He said, I think.
Wait until I think he was just found somewhere. He just found.
Hey,
Jamie.
you, come on.
Yeah.
Come.
just
I need you for
found-
something.
Yeah. I think he just found.
Straight
There's so
Jamie.
many
Yes.
great bass players, you know. It's just like to find someone to kind of, because we're not. When I say lock it in, it's like we've hardly ever practiced ever.
I can remember.
Playing hundreds and hundreds of shows, but
I can remember maybe one solid practice. I'll say about 3 solid practices we had, and that was for the Dom Awards. And I will say that was probably one of our best shows ever because we actually practiced and like locked in. That was like a tight show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a super tight show.
yeah.
Part of it because I arranged the show a little bit, but you know.
There you
I have
go.
a question. Ten, how does it feel to know that Ten and Tonic has been in existence for almost 10 years, right? And some of your fellow other bands are not in existence, but you're still, Ten and Tonic is still there. How does it feel to like still be relevant and other people are not anymore?
I don't know. That's it. The answer for that's like, we've been at it so long. Like, of course, we haven't practiced. I mean, it feels great. It feels great to still be around, you know. But it's also like it's time to do something.
Yeah.
I think it's better than what it. I think we could be bigger than what we are.
Yeah.
You know, but that takes all kinds of things, and we'll talk about that Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right.
He said y'all gonna
Shoot,
get
I
it
haven't
on
band meeting, not
Wednesday.
band rehearsal.
Well, I mean,
real.
I put a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh no, I've seen it
So-
throughout the years. You literally see, like, if you seen Tonic, even from, I remember when y'all performed, you talk about Shiner, you know, the Shiner Boys or whatever, at the Rustic, and like just the whole evolution of Tonic, you literally see the growth. Like when y'all was playing at the Gold, and just all those years, you've seen the growth. So I myself am so happy to be able to, you know, see that.
She's always been a big Tonic fan.
For real.
There, you know, there are times where you would play what's the song?
Staying here for the night.
We would play Staying Here for the Night. I would FaceTime her. I'll FaceTime her just so you can.
I'll be sleeping and he'll
Yeah.
FaceTime. I'll be like, "Aight."
Shit, I'll I know I'm here.
Yeah.
Because she like that. That's her. That's not my favorite song, but that's her favorite song.
Yeah.
Like,
It's that walk.
yeah.
It's that walk down. It's that walk down that you do on there. Doom, doom,
Chromatic, yeah.
doom, doom.
That walk's
And
from
I just
the-
fall in love every time I hear that.
Yeah, it's that walks. It's a chromatic walk from the 6 to.
I don't know all the terminology. Don't
Yeah.
That's what,
don't
that's what
disrespect
we
me
end
like
You
that.
don't go from
to me.
6 to 5,
Right.
then 5, then that's
Now-
definitely musician.
Now let me ask you.
Amy
this.
said she want to know what your favorite song is, Jay.
my favorite song is.
Yeah.
Amy, don't let us play it anymore.
Is it that one?
Pass me a light.
So Pass Me a Light is actually my favorite song. It is my favorite
I think
song.
it is. He said that it was.
Pass Me a
some
Light is
years
actually
ago.
my
Really good
favorite
song.
Pass Me a Light is actually my favorite song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it.
It's my favorite.
We'll sneak it in there every now and then.
So but
When
so,
Amy's got the baby, I'm like, play it for you, Eric.
so it's that's actually a good segue though. Because like I said, you've been writing these songs for years, right? Do you have any songs that you feel like you've outgrown? Like it's like, you know what, I'm not. I wrote this and it was a cool tune, but it's like I'm not in that headspace anymore or anything like that. Cause you got like a lot
I've
of
got
songs.
so
lot
many
of
songs I don't even remember anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
you
know.
got that Prince level
Oh,
catalog of
dude,
number of
he
songs.
has
I got like 80 pounds of paper.
Yeah.
dude, like he'll there every now. It doesn't happen often, but every now and again, he'll throw out a tune, and I'll be like, yo, I'll be like, yo, who's that? Oh yeah, I wrote that when I was on vacation. I like, dude, you've been sitting on this for I don't know how long, man. But yeah, he has a lot of tunes, man.
So do you write like every day, or is it like you just when you just feel something,
They just
you know,
come to
just
me.
just
Yeah.
come to you?
I should write every day, but I'm too busy to.
Yeah.
too busy doing nothing.
Stage.
I can just sit down and start writing anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like a piece of art. So so far as you writing, like, would you like, or have you ever written for like other artists, or would you write for other artists, or is
I
you
would.
like, this is mine?
I would.
ain't writing for nobody else. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've written songs over, like, when I'd be on vacation, I'd write one, I'd be like, man, it's a great song, but it's just like, there's no way a guy could sing this song right here.
Yeah.
This has to be like a chick song right here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, my personal opinion, maybe a guy could pull it off, you know.
Probably write jingles or something,
Depending on the guy.
I would love to write jingles. She would be good at writing jingles.
like
Yeah.
peanut butter.
Amy's got that jingle mind.
Didn't we at least start on some type of jingle for Shiner or something like that? Oh, I feel like it was some.
We were gonna do a song about Shiner.
Yeah.
Because I know we were like, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah. so what wound up happening was we wound up getting in this. This was the second competition that we was talking about, and the beer, Shiner beer, they held this competition for, a couple of artists or whatever, and it was like a gauntlet type thing. So we made it all the way to the final four. It was like all these bands from all over, and we won everything up until the very last show, which was this big show at Gas Monkey. It was some. We felt the way about who should have won and who won and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a whole.
I mean, I just put it out there.
Yeah.
We got done wrong.
Yeah.
I think y'all got done wrong as well.
We got, and they, like, first, go ahead.
No, yeah, but and I even remember, what came with that was like a recording contract, a couple things it came with that, being in front of very important people, being sponsored by Shiner, and stuff like that. So that came with that, and I one thing I peeped is that like a lot of the judges were like uppity. And stuff like that, and then I remember one time they were like, "Oh, y'all are a good show band, but y'all probably not a good recording band or something like that." I've heard that, whatever. But it's like, well, aren't we going to be doing shows? We're going to be doing shows, right? You want us to perform in front of the people, right? None of those bands outperformed us.
None of them.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
I mean, we had a guy up there almost about to take his clothes off with his guitar.
Right, right.
Oh man,
Was that Leighton or Will?
Will.
Oh, okay. I don't know, cause Leighton would shake his ass too every now and again.
Well, I mean, Leighton's dancing was groovy. Right. Like at one point, Will was like front stage. I was like, "Are you about to take your clothes off right now? Like this is not it." I mean, dancing sexy, shake your hips, whatever. But Will was up there like,
he's really getting down.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, they called him Wild Will.
Yeah.
They called him Wild Will for a reason. But yeah,
he's a wild one.
he was a wild.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful, give yourself a round of applause. You're so lovely.
Right.
Everyone's so lovely.
All of that stuff. But yeah, man. So that when we talk about like Shiner and stuff like that, or if you've heard me say like,
we ended up getting sponsored by them still.
we still want because
I was gonna ask
Shiner
how
wanted
did
us
that
to win.
happen?
Actually,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, y'all guys should have won that.
They asked the regional manager to be a judge, and he was like, "Well, I'm gonna vote." He was like, "I wanted it to be fair." He was like, "I was gonna just vote for y'all, obviously."
And
so
then,
he didn't.
And then
he was
after,
like, I should have.
And then after the competition, the dude who won, he was wherever. They were the one that was like buying us drinks and messing with us, and we were having meetings with like the Shiner rep at the time and stuff like that. And the dude who won, like, he just won. He just won, and that's it. That was a good time. That was a good time.
So how long ago was that?
That was 2016.
So, yeah, it had to be
That was a
2016.
minute ago.
It had to be 2016. Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like,
And
yeah.
slowly,
Yeah, man.
band members went on vacation, and other band members did things.
Yeah. So I kind of want to pivot though. I kind of want to pivot a little bit, man. You are not new to the podcast space.
I'm not.
You are not new to the podcast space, man. You actually during the pandemic, him and our good brother James Kirkhampton, they came up with a show called Two Play Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay.
And they shot at Tin Man's crib every on the hill every Tuesday, and y'all wound up getting like it was well past 100 episodes.
107.
Like, y'all got to 107 episodes. You know what I'm saying? So what was the motivation behind Two Play Tuesday? Was it like, yo, we're bored, or like what was the motivation behind? Because that wound up becoming like something legit.
It was the pandemic.
Yeah.
COVID was the reason we did it. We lost all our gigs, and actually, who had me on their podcast?
She can't help you, Tim.
Rob and
You keep looking over there. You keep looking over there. She can't help you.
She can help you.
Big. It was Rob and Jessica from East Texas. Yeah. they had me on. These people had me on, and they're like, it was during the pandemic. They're like, hey, we want to have you on. We want you to play some music. No. We wanted to play. I was on the Kirby's thing too, but yeah, they had this thing where they started during the pandemic. They would hit up they have musicians on there. So I got on there, and then like my internet was so slow. It was horrible, right? Or I guess I didn't know that until I tried it myself. But I got on there, I was like, that's kind of fun. So I called Coach. I was like, hey, let's do this show together.
Cause he stayed down the street from me at the time.
I was like, let's play this show together. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. And then I talked to Mel and J Ell about.
Shout out to Mel.
Yeah.
Shout out to J Ell.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Shout out to Switcher Studio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cause we had a whole meeting.
I was
day.
just about to say we had a whole meet. Oh,
Yeah,
about the steak that Kettner was making.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look, Oliver was like,
because and for those y'all that don't know, we do offer between myself and Mel, we do offer consultations for if you want to get your podcast right, stuff like that. We'll show you what to do, how to do it, stuff like that. We were a part of, but like y'all were already going though, right? Before y'all decided to y'all really must just decided to like amp it up just a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, because we tried the first one with Ten and Coach, and our internet was so slow that I was like, nah. So I got fiber internet, and then I talked to them about Switcher, because you had seen a couple of them. Because at first we were right on. Someone said they just saw me in a dream. Sent me a Venmo.
All right.
Anyway, sorry.
We'll edit that out, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Edit that one out, or leave it in now. It don't matter. But they hit me up because I was gonna start. Well, I talked to my cousin first. Shout out to my cousin JT Barnett. He's like been in TV production for a long time. He's done like Tiger King, Cheaters. Producer, all kinds of stuff, and I was like, here's what I want to do and get this system. So he was like, I'm gonna loan you some gear, and it was like the Black Magic switcher and the whole 9 yards. And then you were like, hey man, you gotta try this. So like I did a whole meeting with him, and then y'all came over. I was like, I'm just gonna do this.
So Tim,
I've already got the iPad.
So Tim Man did it smart because he actually went and got the best people that he knows to do this. So like he had a dude that run the camera. He had the cameras. He had us. Kettner was there because Kettner is like a guru with sound and stuff like that. And so we all just sitting there like coming up with a master plan to get this show popping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they'll give their input, and then she'll be like, okay, well with Switcher you can do this and blah 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 blah. So then actually you should try that. Then Kettner was like, oh okay, because we can just, and it was just like us sitting on the patio just. You know what I'm saying? Masterminding. Eating steak,
Sorry.
you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And which is.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting a professional result with just all kinds of mix match too.
Yeah. But it wound up being like actually like a dope product. Like 2 Play Tuesday was actually like it, and y'all had consistent viewers. Y'all had, all of that stuff. Man.
Even did it at a right, if I'm not mistaken, it was so big. Y'all did one show at some place.
You talking about that church?
Yeah, that church.
Yeah.
420 special.
Yeah, 420 special. That's right.
Right.
Yeah, I really would. I'm so proud of everything that y'all did with 2 Play Tuesdays.
So why did it stop?
That was a killer stream.
It really was.
Why did it stop?
Funny story about that 420 episode though that we did. Like I just switched to those Fishman Fluence pickups. And they like have a battery inside them, but it charges with like a mini USB. It's different than that's a whole nother story about the pickups. But you like get 300-hour charge on them, right? And Kettner was like, the night before, he was like, "You want to charge that guitar up?" Because he was thinking techie, and I was like, "Nah, it's good, man. That'll last forever." Very first song.
No.
You know how like an acoustic it's like it's still the signal comes through, but it started to distort, and I was like,
should have charged it.
Son of a gun.
It stopped being put on. We switched, because me and Amy lived in the same place for 8 years, and that was the Hill, and that's where we did all the first episodes. And then we had to take a break because the owner wanted to move back into his house, and then I couldn't prove my income, you know, so we ended up in a hotel for 11 months doing the Marriott Friends and Family Bomb Boy program.
Okay.
All right.
And it was the whole thing. But it switched to Six Springs Tavern.
Right.
And we were doing broadcasts from there. And we love Carrie and Brad over at Six Springs. It just wasn't the same. You know?
Yeah.
There was something about bringing people into your house and feeding them and
It was very personable.
trying to get them wasted if they'd let us.
Yeah.
You know? Because, I mean, at first it was kind of a wild show. Like,
Yeah.
we'd have people there like, we're going to set the record tonight. We'd be like, whatever. We'll roll the cameras as long as you want. And there was like people battling out. We maxed out the Facebook feed a few times. Like it cut off at like 4 hours, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, we got to get this tailored down to like 2 hours.
Right.
You know? And
2 hours go by quick.
fast.
It does.
And well, yeah, we found that out. But and it was cool, man, because what would happen is,
Speaking of that,
Yeah, speaking of it.
speaking of cutting it down, but their show was cool because what would happen is it would be like, you know, them conversating, conversing in between, like playing songs. You know what I'm saying? You got Tim with his guitar, Coach on keys, whoever the special guest was. You know, they'll play a couple tunes, talk a little bit, play a couple more tunes, talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it was a dope atmosphere that they had over there with Two Play. We was able to do. I was able to go over there and do it with them once, and that was because you know, it was more like a memorial show. Cause shout out to Uncle Brad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real OG, who was a member of Tin and Tonic.
Yes.
He was a harmonica player, but you know, he passed
Very
away.
good harmonica player.
Passed away. Cool dude, man. And so, you know, of course, we had to go over there and pay homage to him. So that was like the one and only time Tin and Tonic did all of Tin and Tonic was on Two Play, just to honor him. So yeah, but it was a dope show, man.
I'm bringing it back. It's not done yet.
Yeah, you not done? You bringing it back?
I'm bringing it back.
This is an exclusive. This is an exclusive. When is Tin and Tonic gonna drop an album?
I was wondering, like,
Next
seriously.
week.
Next week.
I'm just running out of things to tell people.
that's funny. Well, speaking of
That's a real question, though. When?
We're working on it.
With your originals.
I know. I wanted to put out
I
another
just
cover
got- I
song.
meaning to ask that earlier.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
We got one track out there.
It's out in
That's
the cloud.
well, no, we got two. We got two.
2 tracks out there?
Yeah. The Christmas song, I Shot Santa, and the
We haven't released that yet.
You sure?
I ain't released it yet.
It was on the radio.
Yeah,
Oh, so it was on the radio, it's just not on digital
because you know
yet.
I know all them guys at KNON.
Okay, I got you.
They played it on there.
Oh, okay. Bet. So he wrote Tim Man wrote a song.
Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain.
And
Rain
yeah,
song?
yeah, and that one. Yeah, Tim Man wrote a song about it's a very Tim Man-y version of I Caught Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's a very Tim Man-y version of that song.
When you said
Well,
I
it's
shot
got-
Santa, I was like, okay.
Well, actually, it's I Killed Santa.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh man.
I shot him dead.
Okay.
Come home from work early one
Man.
night, caught him naked in our bed.
In our bed. Yeah.
Don't come down that chimney.
Baby's turned to ghostly Snow White. Now she's dripping in red. I killed Santa. I shot him dead.
Shot him dead.
And there's all kinds of play on like all the songs, that Christmas songs that you know that are in there. Like Jamie Vahala was pointing it out. He was like, I caught every single one. And I was like, you did, didn't you?
Yeah. Shout out to the kitchen. We recorded that at the kitchen. The dope studio.
Go there for all your needs. Best
Yeah.
rack gear in Dallas.
Yeah,
Just
dope.
added a 48 channel Delta LLC or SSL LLC. Delta solid state logic desk in there.
This is a beautiful segue because and we got to go on break in a little bit. But Lou, anybody who knows 10 knows that Tin Man is probably the biggest gearhead that you know.
Yes.
Okay.
He had this dude. I would go to this dude crib and like I'm like, bro, where did you get like a Batman car guitar pedal?
Yeah.
Where did you get a Nintendo controller guitar pedal? Where did you get? And then like, man, like a lot of people they'll come to the shows, they'll come to attend the Tiny show and see his pedal board, and it's like
it's something they never gonna forget.
It looked like a freaking spaceship, customized buttons and stuff on it, and this, that, and the other. So it's like, so my question is, where did your love for the gear, or just even your interest in the gear? Because that could be a whole nother show.
It's just started looking for a sound, you know, a sound. It's like you just listen to a record, you're like, how's he doing that right there? And you're like, oh, I need this pedal. You go to Guitar Center and they sell you 2 or 3, and you're like, no, let's do that.
Yeah.
You know, and the people are like, oh, you need this one. And really, it's not that. It's just you got to take the time to use the gear, you know. But once you start acquiring it, and just guitars in general, they're like so appreciative. They appreciate and value. They've shot up. The guitars that I've sold over the years, I wish I didn't. I wish I'd have waited now to sell them, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's just a good way to, it's a good investment, I guess.
Yeah, and we've kind of had this discussion offline, but just go into a little bit, because while you love your gear and while you love gear and you have appreciation for nice gear, you don't put all of your stock as a musician into gear, right? So just go a little bit into the importance of like, okay, yeah, it's cool to have this toy or whatever, but you still need to know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tool, you know, and that's the whole thing. It's like when I'm trying to get gear that does a certain thing, like a lot of gear will do that certain thing, but what piece of gear does it the easiest? Like this piece of gear sounds good anywhere. It does it, all these things. This piece of gear only does this thing. I think my best playing is when my board messes up, and there's been several gigs that we've had, and it's like I'm running straight into the amp tonight, and people are like, man, your playing was killer.
Yeah.
It's like, because I just had to focus on my playing, you know. Amy gets on me all the time. She's like, quit looking at your feet.
Right.
I'm like, well, you know, I think it helps too. It's there's so many things that you use in audio engineering and sound, and your pedal board's a way to like get to that level. One thing I've noticed is lately now though, like when I go to the studio, I don't even bring my pedal board anymore. And people are like, why not? And I'm like, dude, have you seen the gear in here?
Yeah.
Like, have this dude do it.
Right. Right. How the engineer do it. Yeah.
Do it in post.
Yeah.
Cut it clean. Come back and reamp it. Oh, you don't like that amp? You know, put it in a radial reamp DI right here. Run it through this Marshall over here. Oh, you like that now? Cool. Whatever. It's like, oh, it's my sound. I gotta have these in there. But then it's like you go track it, and I've done it. You know, and I've been like, that's not even usable. These reverbs don't even match up. The timing's completely off. That sounds cheap. You know.
Yeah.
So, it does define me, but I have friends that have bands that's what their sound is their pedals. They make like experimental noise. And shout out to Nick Vintage. I'm talking about you. Orangutan Super Love.
Yeah.
But he's got a great voice and he's a good guitar player, but that's part of his thing is they make this like psychedelic noise. It's intense, you know? And
the show is kind of shroomy.
For me though, the gear helps. The reason I like nice gear is what makes you feel a certain way, like you respect it. It's I don't know. It's just a pursuit of tone, you know.
Yeah.
When you hear that one guitar player, and you're like, God,
yeah.
How do you get that tone? You go look at their board, right? You go look at Junior Clark's stuff. It's like, in the end, the gear, it makes him. He likes the sound because you'll never go buy the same rig that Junior Clark has and sound like Junior Clark.
Right.
But you know, those tools get to a sexy place, and by knowing that that's what he likes, you know, it's like, oh, I like that too. But I don't know. And I like gear that nobody else has. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh, you definitely have gear
Ever
that
since I was a
nobody else
kid,
has.
If I was a kid, I was like, I don't want them shoes.
Right.
He's got them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I feel that.
I'm different.
Of course. Of course. Well, hey man, listen, this has been a dope conversation so far. I feel like it's just more so instead of us getting to know 10, is Lou getting to know us.
Right.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm taking it all in.
You
Feel like I need to go to one of y'all shows for sure.
Oh, for
Take
sure.
them out to the jam.
Marshmallow. No, Lou don't want to go to Marshmallow. you know, it's too long of a drive, Lou.
Oh man,
It is a lot, and hopefully it's not raining that weekend because.
It's not gonna be.
so are y'all shows like every week or?
I sent in a request
Oh, okay. Well, appreciate it.
2 weeks out.
Let's see what happens.
No, I've sent requests before, like the same week. I ain't trying to hear it.
Man, yeah, we have for sure like we have our shows, but then we all play different. Like Tim Man, he has a couple residencies, and then Tenant Coach has a residency, and then like Tenant Tony will play somewhere like every month. Like for example,
Every second Friday.
like for example, like we're at Pecan Lodge every second Friday, from 5 to 8. And then we play when we play.
Okay.
We play when we play. We might play. It's been a minute since we've been at the GOAT, but we might play
That's
the
a whole
GOAT.
nother story.
We might. Oh, really?
Man, it's like
Let's talk about that in a little bit. Let's talk about it in a little bit. All right, so we got some more to get to on the second half of this break. But listen, DFW Shed Sessions, y'all please make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. We appreciate the support so far, and we just gonna take a real quick break, and we gonna be right back. Don't bust that nut just yet. We gonna be right back.
10 in his mouth.
Hey, dog, he said he ain't going to the prom. I'll knock your dick in the dick.
Need a moment to rewind, ease the mind, just wind down. Gentle breeze, tranquility, just need to see some palm trees now. I wanna lay up.
See, I'm a photographer. Feel what I'm saying? So if they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, it's my job to make sure they hear every last one of them. I got you.
All right, we back, good people.
We are back.
Yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, DFW Shed Sessions. You guys can follow us on Facebook under the DFW Shed Sessions FB page. Also, you guys can follow us on Instagram and TikTok under DFW_Shed Sessions. So let's go ahead and get to these social media plugs. Professor Mel Will, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on all social media platforms under Professor Mel Will. That is the Professor Mel Will.
All right, my good brother,
Yo,
J Ell, where can we find you on this groove box?
man. This
Groove
box. That's
My
hilarious.
mind went somewhere else.
That's
Go ahead.
hilarious. That's
Groove
I
box.
feel like we can do something with that later. But now, J Ell Groove, Facebook, Instagram, who is J Ell Groove. If you want to ride this funk train, you can find me at Facebook, Instagram, Funk Your Feelings. That's FUNKYO Feelings. It is hoodie season, people. So make sure you dabble in some of this Funk You Couture. We also have different merch dropping soon. So, Fifth Level
Mm-hmm.
is the name of my merch line. Fifth Level. That's fifth FYF level. You know what I'm saying? Just me trying to be all creative and whatnot. But yeah, so the Fifth Level merch line, that is Funk Your Feelings merch line. That's my merch line. So yeah, please make sure you get at me with that. Also, if you want to dabble in one of my other ventures, one of my many other projects, that's Another Groove Project, photography, videography, marketing, editing, all that good stuff, man. We can help you with all of that. So yeah, that's where you can get at me.
Nice.
Yours is
Sounds
always the longest. Lou, what about you? What do
Because
you
I
have
do
going
stuff.
Be doing stuff, man. Do everything. I
got stuff to do.
sell 8 tracks and got some old vinyls in the back of my closet. Now you guys can find me on TikTok, Lou Paul Beats. You can find me on Instagram, Lou Paul Beats. YouTube, Lou Paul Beats. Also, I do have some cool, chill hip hop music you can find on all music
Dope music.
streaming platforms. You can put in Lou Paul Beats and it
Shout music.
should come right on up. So yeah, that's basically my whole.
Do
bit.
you have some Lou Couture?
Not yet, but it'll be coming. It'll be coming soon at some point in time in my life.
Yeah.
That Tin and Tonic record.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
It'll drop when the Tin and Tonic record drop.
Yeah. Somewhere around that area.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So my good brother Tin Man, where can we find you on social media, bro?
Tin_Man_Travis on Instagram for me, and Tin Man Travis on Facebook for me.
Mm-hmm.
Tin and Tonic Music on Instagram or Facebook for Tin and Tonic. Tin and Coach
Okay.
for anything else too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dope, man.
Yeah. So
And there's all kinds of variants if you're trying to see us, any recordings of us play on YouTube. I mean, just try them all.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
They pop up different things every time.
Yeah. The one that I always pop up that I see is the one we did at the Door. I think it was the Door.
That was at Curtain Club.
Curtain Club.
That's the one we're going to refer to for that Deep Ellum Blues.
Yeah. Curtain Club. What was it
There's
called?
some good stuff out there. better
Everyday
than
People. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Musicians Against Abuse.
Yeah, something like that. So,
yeah.
something like that. All right, bet. You got any relationships out there? Gear relationships?
I do.
What you got? Talk to me.
Yeah, I need to give a shout out to my good friend Noah Morgan
Okay.
and Joe Morgan. And they started a company called Morgan Electrics.
Okay.
And Joe Morgan's had Morgan amplifiers for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been kind to let me play their stuff. Kind enough. I guess they dig it.
Okay.
So, great guitars.
Nice.
Great guitars. They come in a S model and a T model,
Okay.
which are two famous models of guitars
Right.
by a company that starts with F.
Got you. That's good. I like what you did there.
And they come in the original General Motors colors that said F guitars were painted in. So,
Got you.
Nice.
great guitars.
So as a gearhead, what attracted you to the Morgan brand?
I met Noel Morgan at a Government Mule concert. We were watching the one and only, the man himself, Warren Haynes.
Okay.
And it was a show that they had. They redid the stockyards down there, so in Fort Worth, so all the feed barns are now like upscale shops and restaurants and stuff. And the people that own the truck yard started a place out there called Second Rodeo. And right next to Second Rodeo, which is on Mule Alley, there's a Tannehill's Tavern, right? And it's like a music venue. It's like a bar, but then they have like a big venue in the back. So I'm in there just like doing this, and I light up this cigarette, and this guy, I offered it to him. We just start talking, and he's like, well, my brother builds amplifiers. I was like, does he? He's like, yeah, they're called Morgan. I was like, oh yeah, those are killer amps. He was like, yeah, they're really good. Because he asked what I did, and I was like, well, right now, I'm a musician, and I work at Audio Maintenance Professionals. Shout out to Todd Marquardt. Take all your gear over there.
Right.
AMP and Richardson. He's the best there is. But so I showed him pictures of my workbench, so he didn't know, so he wouldn't think I was like lying or whatever. And then we exchanged numbers, and he sends me a text one day. He's like, "This is my workbench," and Noel Morgan's like a genius electronics engineer. Him and his brother both are, and huge IT guy. Noel is. He's like one of the best. He's a world champion jiu-jitsu fighter. And just cool dude. I mean, he's got stories like. If he watches this, I'll just leave it at that. He's got some.
I got you.
He's a cool dude.
Cool.
And then he says, like, "Hey, man, we're going to make this guitar line. I want you to check one out, Because I was playing those quilters, too. He's like, "Man, I'm going to convert you off that." I was like, "Dude, I love tube amps."
Yeah.
I just play the quilters because, they're road rugged, and they sound real good anyway.
Yeah.
There's just
I like quilters. Yeah.
So he's like,
you.
"I'm going to convert you to that." And I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "We're putting out these guitars." And I was like, "I want to check one out when they're done." Right. And so, because they're made by Grover Jackson, who's a legend in the music industry.
Right.
He started Jackson Guitars and Charvel and all that. And he's the actual guy in Tennessee that makes them by himself, by hand. So he calls me one day. He's like, "Yeah, I want to put you on there, pro play my Morgan thing." And so I go hang out with him, and he puts a guitar in my hands and puts me on a Morgan amp. They're killer. I mean,
Yeah.
I played a lot of great guitars. These are excellent guitars, and the Morgan amp, it does everything. So it's there's all kinds of variations. It's high-end gear, which I like. It has a very vintage feel to it with modern playability, different things like a compound radius. Because like a standard T guitar came in 7 1/4, right?
Yeah.
Radius, which is like, if you took a guitar and you turned the fretboard like this and looked at how there's a curve to them, that's the radius on those frets, right? So, and in the end, it flattens out, which because of it, the flatter up here, the easier to play past the 12th fret, but doesn't sound too good chording down here. So it's got the original kind of feel for chords down here, which is great. But then when you get up here, it flattens out more, making it more playable to bend, because bending over a curve, it has I mean, of course people did it forever, but this is 2023, so we want it to play really well easily. And that's all it is about gear. You can get anything on any piece of gear that you want, but some gears just got things that make it easier for you.
I got you.
Playability. Great guitars.
That's what's up.
Come in several finishes. Come in alder or ash bodies. Maple necks.
One day I would like to see a 10-man guitar. I would like to see a 10-man designed guitar.
Like in the shape of an oil funnel.
I ought to have you do it. It would be dope if Morgan Guitars would have put out this is the 10 series.
Well, let's just keep doing our best for them, and we'll see what happens.
10 series.
It's 10 series guitar.
Because when you have an endorsement, there's all kinds of endorsements.
Right.
It's like, like PRS players, they still have to pay for them.
Right.
It's like, I still have to pay for Morgan Electrics, but I mean, they gave me one.
Yeah, they gave you that one.
And
yeah,
I love it, and I'll keep getting one when they put out a new model, But there's things that I would do personally. Like I just got a Fiesta Red MVS Morgan Vintage S guitar.
Okay.
And that's the one that has a whammy bar and it's double cut.
Okay.
It's a legendary. Stevie Ray Vaughan played on one.
Right.
Buddy Guy plays on one. Everyone knows what the S guitar is.
Right,
Jimi
right.
Hendrix. It's like, so. But there was it was built vintage, and I told Noel, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and jumper this, run another wire for the back tone control to control the back pickup, because in a 5-way selector, the back one's usually just wide open, which is super bright, and I like to be able to use the back tone control to control just the back pickup and give me that tonal capability, Okay. And in a soundscape like that, it's super warm, all the way up to pierce bright if I need it be, So I did that. There's a couple things that I just always do to guitars, and that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I said, Gearhead.
Man,
Gearhead did not know he spoke Chinese, but yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
It gets so much deeper than that. Like,
Oh, I'm sure.
people are like, dude, you're the biggest gearhead I've seen. I was like, dude, I can take you to 3 people within 2 miles right here that you'll be like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm a small fish in the sea.
Oh yeah.
I feel you.
You
I
know,
feel you.
I started flipping guitars too. That was another thing. I just would get good deals, flip them. It's been part of my income, you know.
Yeah.
So I flipped my way up and up and up, and then my friend John Painter, JP at Kitchen Studios, like he sold me my first $2,000 guitar.
Really?
And like I hand the money over to him, he goes, "I remember when I bought my first $2,000 guitar." Right?
Yeah.
You talked about
he was like, "It seems like a lot of money, right?" I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "You see this Gill Yarn Les Paul right here?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "I paid 18 grand for this." And I was like, "Okay, I made it feel a little better."
it's basically the wood. It's basically the wood, right? Does that play a part in it for as the value?
It can.
Okay.
It can, yes. For instance, like, you know, Indian or Brazilian rosewood is illegal now because it was being it's almost extinct because it was just being like so many guitar companies do it because it has a great tonal characteristics. It's beautiful. Like tone woods, frequency response through them and sustain. They all different woods sound different, but yeah. And the higher end stuff, those guys use really great woods, which make the guitar expensive cost wise from the beginning, right? But then it's also the builder. You know, there's these things there's these guys that are just, they're magicians, you know, and because you can take a $200 guitar and take it over to Spencer Deaton.
shout out all the homies.
Spencer Deaton has a shop inside of Jimmy Wallace. Hello, Jimmy Wallace Guitars down on the square, which is a great shop. You know, it's like, I don't know if y'all been over there or any guitar players. Y'all need to go check it out. It's something.
I'm pretty
to
sure
see.
you go to the guitar shows.
I do.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to any this year though. We went for a few seconds and I hung out with the Cole Clark guy over there a little bit and saw one performer. But I've just been so busy and I should probably stay away from guitar shows.
You end up buying something. I gotta have that one. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the boutiques, it's the materials, it's the build quality of it, it's the it's just a guy's signature sometimes, you know? It's like you know you're getting a special thing because you know for years you had these 2 major guitar companies, Fender and Gibson, and a lot of these guys that started their own companies had worked for one of those companies in their own, you know? And it's capturing that. And then you got guys that are like, I don't want my guitars to look anything like theirs.
Right.
And so you got these guys and they're like, well, this is a $10,000 guitar, you know? The materials they put into it and the time, it's not like they're just stamping out guitars like they can at Fender.
Right.
They're doing it from scratch.
Right.
You know? And that's why I like the Morgans. They're done from scratch by Grover Jackson. They're killer. And so that's the thing. You know?
So,
and collectability.
Yeah.
Number of them produced. You know, limited runs.
Yeah.
There was only so many done of this one. This, who played it?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's so many things. It's just like anything that's collectible.
Right.
And there's like a lot of guitars that a lot of these guys buy, and it's like, would you get that private stock, Paul Reed Smith Wood Library Edition? I'd be like, I'd love to have it, but I don't have 11 grand for it. But guys will buy that guitar, and it'll never get played. You know,
I got
because they got that kind of money.
I got you.
They collect them. They're great investments. It's like that guitar will sell for 15 grand in 10 years or whatever.
The best stories I got about like expensive guitars is like working at Guitar Center, and you'll just we'll be about to close, and you just get that one drunk dude that come in and be like, I want that one, like the one at the very top. Like, you sure? Alright. So yeah, like people when they got their bread, man, they'll just, you know what I'm saying, they'll just go do it.
So do you have your dream guitar, or is there a certain dream guitar that you want, or does it?
I don't even really have a dream guitar. I mean, some of my guitars I've named, they're going to be around for a long time. I do have that. That's like one of my problems is that like a guy that sells gear is like JP, when he gets a piece of gear, he gets it, he's like, oh, this is great, but he's already listed it on Reverb. to try to make some money on it, you know. And once it sells, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
what's next? I've got ones that are like sentimental to me.
Right.
They have names. But as far as a dream guitar, I mean, I just one that plays good, sounds good,
Yeah,
looks good.
Yeah, that's one thing. See, I'm a keyboard player and I play bass.
Yeah.
So like, far as a keyboard, if it's a certain keyboard I want to get, I ain't gotta go. I could play around with it probably at Guitar Center, and I could just get it whenever. I could just order it. But bass, or I'm pretty sure it's the same with a guitar. You got to actually play it because you got to get the feel of it. And that bass or guitar, you're gonna have to buy right then because all of them feel different.
They do, when they all sound different.
Yeah,
that's
and
the
they sound
beautiful
different
thing about
too.
them, you know.
Yeah.
And, but I know what I like to play. You know, I kind of play like a medium C, but then I like the other ones. Like, I mean, I bought so many guitars from Junior Clark, and
Right.
I love them all. They're all like kind of different, you know.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, if I just have a T-style guitar and a S-style guitar for my single coil area, and maybe a P90 guitar, which is a kind of pickup, and then a humbucker guitar and an acoustic guitar, I'm good.
Yeah. Right.
Do you like 4, 5, or 6 strings?
I play 6-string guitar.
So
But when I play bass, I like all of the above.
you play bass?
Oh, yeah.
10. Out of all the years I've been knowing you, I ain't never seen you play no bass.
Oh,
He's
bass.
had he's had the cut bass on a couple of our records.
Man. God, I was aggravated that day.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, just give me the bass, buddy. I'll play your parts.
But
Ah.
I can see that though. You being a songwriter and all of that, and
I've
that's
never seen
actually
him play bass.
more
It's always
common.
guitar.
let's kind of
If
pivot.
you look at my playing though,
Go ahead.
like when I play acoustically, I'm usually always riding like 5s and 1s, 4s and 1s. You know, for my bass notes, like on a lot of country stuff, I do. I've got the back and forth on the low strings. You know, 1-5, and then 4-1. That's a lot of things that we do. Just that note.
What's
And then-
that thing
And
you
then
be
I
able-
still do that because we have a bass player in our band that doesn't want to do anything like that. He wants to be all up here like Phil Lesh.
Yeah,
He talking about Valhalla.
sure.
You said if it's negative,
Oh.
you don't say any names.
Well, you already
You're the
named
one
him.
that gave me the rules.
I know. My bad. Yeah, you literally said we have a bass player, so you already named him. So
We have a lot of auxiliary bass players.
Yeah, we do. We have people that sub and stuff like that. So
Oh, okay.
And once you
It's-
play with Tin and Tonic, in my heart, you're always a member. You know what I mean?
So put me on, so I can always be a
Okay.
member.
So this is great. Again, I love these segues, man. Great segues. So you are an actual band leader. You've been a band leader for a while. Talk about like some of the things that you go through as a band leader, like running your own band as a business.
It goes with like, how does it feel to like
Yeah,
be around after 8 years, like
Yeah.
Mel said in the first segment?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I mean, it feels fortunate, but it's like,
it ain't sweet.
It's a doozy.
you know, if this was an easy job, everybody would do it.
Yeah,
You know, and it's a job for me.
Yeah.
I have to book the gigs. I have to do the promo. I have to carry half of the band's stuff. You know,
yeah.
I pretty much provide all the gear for the whole band except for the drum kit.
Except for the drums.
Wow.
Let's make that very clear. Except for the drums.
I mean,
So you have the.
I mean, you could if you
Well,
wanted to.
actually, I got to take that back because there has been a couple times where
I mean, I own drum kits, but
Yeah.
I don't have to carry one around.
yeah, but there
got
was,
like 3 or
there was
4.
like 2 gigs. There was like 2 gigs where I had to borrow his kit. Remember when my stuff got stolen?
Oh yeah.
My gear got
should
stolen.
get
When
it.
somebody stole his
Oh
stuff.
man. that
Yeah,
sucks.
my gear got.
And you got it back,
I got it back.
but it was missing the fan.
Yeah, missing the fan.
Man,
the
yeah,
one
that's
that you
always
sold
rough.
me.
Man.
It was the best fan ever right
Man,
there.
It was
listen.
missing a what?
He sold me a
Oh,
fan.
that fan?
Yeah, it was red. I think it was red.
Yeah,
Or something
you
that.
like that fan
And
too.
he sold me
It
a
wasn't
fan.
yellow.
Our drum
maybe
kit should
yellow.
come with the fan, man.
Man, listen.
Stanley.
Listen, when I always see
Fan
Jay,
sold separately.
when I always see Jay packing up, you know,
He gonna have a fan.
to go, he gonna have
Man, that
if
fan
he ain't
makes a
gonna have
difference.
nothing else, he gonna have two things. He gonna have a towel, and he gonna have a fan.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm gonna bring a fan in.
I keep a fan with me.
And some Crocs.
I'm gonna bring a fan in this weather because I don't know what it's gonna be like inside.
Man, that
I don't-
stage.
Man, the stage like it get hot, man.
Hot,
So what about the biggest difference between like being a band leader, band owner, and just
And I'm the sound man.
and you're the sound man.
Yeah.
And
You
you're the
know, I'm
sound
very
man.
particular about that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's like when I say, "Hey, y'all play something," I gotta go stand out front, and then one of the rhythm section, it's like that's enough.
Right.
It's like I'm not done listening.
Right.
Did I say that's enough?
Right.
You know, it's like because I'm real cool too.
Right.
I don't like to let people steal my cool. you
Right.
know? But it happens all the time,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and it's not the best thing.
Somebody
Because
else
I've been
trying to
known
accomplish
to be confrontational,
Right.
which I don't get that way with my band members. I mean, I have one time, you know, I had to put one of them to sleep, but
I was there that night. Yeah. I was there that night.
I love him very much.
I wasn't the one that went to sleep though.
I was being
I
a
say,
bit
was it
so-
you?
Not at all.
Did you go night night?
Not at
Definitely
all.
not.
Not at all.
You know,
Me, you know what?
Right.
Me and Tim, man, we've never had words.
Really?
Like we'll.
I would think you would have to have words with him now.
No, we. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've disagreed on some things. I'm pretty sure I've irritated him a time or two.
yeah, I'm super professional though.
Yeah.
So like, when someone when you hear about me doing something,
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, that guy's a ticking time bomb." I'm like,
No, it's been
if I was
a-
a ticking time bomb, it was like on one of those
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's been
time lock safes. It's been like a year you've been doing
It's
this.
been
Oh,
a
yeah.
gradual thing, you know what I'm saying? Which, you know, we've talked, you know, like, you know, band leader to band leader, you know, a lot of times hey guys, if y'all see this, I'm probably half the reason that we having this meeting Wednesday. On the cool, because it's like, as a band leader, man, like, you know, of course in these bands we have our friends. We got friends and family in these bands with us, man, and you know, we love them dearly and all that stuff. But then sometimes as a band leader, your friends will get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They'll get comfortable in their friendship, and that comfortability takes away from it brings complacency. You feel what I'm saying? And there are things that you should be able, whether we friends or not, at the end of the day, this is business.
Yeah.
So you should be able to say, yo, we need to tighten up here. We need to tighten up here. I don't like the way you do that. I don't like we need to do this different. I need you not to do this when we do, like, you know what I'm saying?
You
We
don't
need
have to say, "But I wrote it."
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like like we need to have those type conversations, man. So, you know,
Gonna be a $50 fine.
Right.
James Brown.
yeah.
I'm on it.
Some guys have been fined.
Yeah.
Some guys
I
have
have
been,
done some.
some guys have been fined.
Jay, have you ever been fined?
With Tin and Tonic?
Yes. I feel like you
A couple
should.
times it should have been.
I was just, look, Tim, brother, you know, I was just about to say there has to be some times where he shouldn't have. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Amy, you can't.
Late but not
Hey.
there.
Ah,
There's been that coming in hot.
I know
has
how
been
busy you are, though.
Has been a little bit too
out of
hot.
10, don't give him no excuses.
That
That's a big misconception.
Y'all
People
busy
don't know
too.
about
that
American women.
coming in hot has been a little bit hot at times.
No,
some
I
of
think-
it some of it was my fault, some of it wasn't. Yeah.
Oh, it happens though in
Yeah.
the music game.
But
Especially-
also it's not consistent. It's not every time.
I see some music. Okay, we'll do that in the pet peeves thing later.
Okay. Yeah.
Because this is how I eat, you know.
Yeah. Right.
So and if we roll in and we start late, the guys already know it's like they're getting every bit. Like
Yeah.
oh, this gig was over at 8. Well, now it's over at 8:26.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get their piece.
Yeah.
And most of these places we play don't mind. You know?
Right. Yeah, but it also goes back to, you know, building good habits, right? Because just, you know, while we might be playing at a place that won't mind, eventually is going to be that place that does mine, right? So you always have to have those those decent habits, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as a band leader, like I say, even though we're friends, we still have to be able to have those conversations. And on top of that, on the band members' end, they have to be able to execute. They have to be able to not take what we say personally and stuff like that. Even if it's Tin Man saying, "Hey, like." I've heard him mention, but I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't necessarily think it was bad. I didn't necessarily think it was bad, but like I would be that guy. I would be that guy that would, like let's just say it's a venue got food. I'll be the dude like eating while I'm playing. Like have. Like I'm eating while I'm
sitting
playing.
on the floor time.
You should have found him.
I'll be the dude eat what I'm playing.
Doing that all the time.
Like on my phone playing with one hand. There's been times like cause let's just say it's a Saturday night and we got church in the morning or whatever. There'll be times where I would be listening to the songs
for Sunday morning
while I'm playing because I know what I'm playing already. I know what I'm playing already.
You know that while you playing? Yeah, but I'll get thrown off. I can.
I'm a timekeeper, bro.
No.
Well, like one thing you can.
I'm probably gonna fool around and play what's in the song I'm listening to.
One thing.
I've seen him do it.
One
I've
thing.
seen him do it. I heard it before. We got so low. I was like, I could hear his headphones right now.
Yeah, like. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, I know the song, I know the tempo or whatever. So we'll get locked in. I know when we supposed to break or whatever. We'll get locked in. Then I'll just get on my phone, play that, and then I'm listening to what I'm supposed to be playing tomorrow. Not the most professional thing to do, bro.
I mean, musicians, please don't try that.
Don't do that.
I'm definitely not because I'm gonna end up playing the song. Hold on, it's not my song.
Try it if you want to.
Right.
It can be done.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be done.
Kids
but
don't try this at home.
Listen, that's not the most professional thing.
Don't do that.
Do.
Please don't do that. I do not do that anymore. Please don't do that.
When was the last time you did it? Last month?
Friday. No.
While you playing? While you playing, it might have. It wasn't. I don't do it as often as I used to do it.
It don't went from I don't do that anymore to I don't do it as often.
I'll do it as often.
I don't think you apply yourself.
But yeah, I used to do it, and I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure like some of that would like irritate 10 or whatever, but. At the same time, as a band leader, whether we friends or family, whatever, whatever you see that, even if it's something small, whatever you see that you feel like can be hindering the progression in any way, shape, or because it's not just us. You have other people looking at us. So while I'm sitting there eating chicken fingers and playing and stuff, you never know who's in the crowd looking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You never know who in the crowd looking, who's who's paying
I've seen
attention.
a few drummers do that, boy. Have
Yeah,
a whole
you know what I'm
plate
saying?
on the floor time. Just all right. I'm still with you.
Yeah, and it's so it's like it's just certain young habits that we had that we don't do that. Now that I don't do, I don't eat and play anymore. I don't.
You have grown. I
don't.
Grown since then.
I don't play. I don't eat and play.
Things I used to do.
Yeah.
Come on, somebody.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so
yeah.
So it's one of the things, man. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, Tim Man being on the phone in the interview. So like just
I'm trying to I was trying to find this picture of that guy. You never know who's in the crowd. You remember when the Terminator guy was out there?
We had the dude we were playing, and the dude it was the dude who played the
T-2000
on Terminator. Who like turned into like liquid metal or whatever.
Yeah.
He was there.
Robert Patrick.
Yeah.
Oh, the actual guy. Oh, wow.
Okay. It was him and the dude who played
on the Schwarzenegger.
No, Jesus Christ. What's the dude from Rocky, the black dude?
Oh, Weathers, Carl Weathers.
Yeah, no.
From the
Creed.
Yeah, Carl Weathers.
Yeah, so it was them two. They was in the crowd just They was in the crowd kicking it, watching us.
Oh, nice.
Remember they were on motorcycles?
Uh-huh.
They were just cruising like through the country.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And he was like, my brother would really like this. He's like, this
Oh yeah, and I remember he was saying like, yeah, cause again, like our sound and the way we play, and like I said, Ten is a storyteller when he writes. So, you know, he like we got this one tune called Alice Sins. It's like Alice in, but it's a play on Alice in Wonderland. You know what I'm saying? And it's a cool song, like psychedelic type feel or whatever, and like we're playing songs like that, and they were like really tuned in, and they was like, oh man, yeah, like you you're telling a story, you know, this, that, and the other. So yeah, it's a dope time. Y'all should check out Ten and Tonic, man.
Yeah.
Y'all should definitely check out Ten and Tonic. But we gotta keep it pushing, man. We got some segments that we gotta get into.
We got some segments too.
Yeah, man, you haven't. I was waiting on it.
I always try to do that at the most unexpected time.
I was waiting on it, but yeah. So we got some segments that we want to get to know Tin Man Travis a little bit more, right? So the first one's gonna be top 5. All right, so I'm gonna ask you your top 5 something. I'm gonna put you on the spot. You done got in a lot of trouble, Tin. Over the past couple years and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? You are well respected.
Top 5 brawls.
Well, no, I was gonna
go ahead.
No, so my top 5 is gonna be, what's the top 5 venues that you've gotten kicked out of?
Dog.
Let's talk about it.
Dog. Tin, you don't have to do this one if you don't want
top
to.
5.
You
Top
can tell him
5
to come up with something
venues.
else.
You know, I don't even know if I've been kicked out of 5 venues.
Top 5 venues that you've been banned from.
I think I've only probably got like 2 ever.
Really?
Amy over here like,
That's crazy, right?
You could have a restaurant to one of those.
Yeah.
He expanded.
Okay.
Okay.
Not only
So,
bars,
the
but
Free Man.
restaurants.
The
Okay.
Freeman Cajun Cafe.
That's one.
Where else have I been?
You can count that one.
The Goat.
The GOAT.
Is that? I don't know. That's questionable.
Question mark.
Our favorite little Tex-Mex joint, the E-Bar,
E-Bar.
over off of like in between Peak
Okay.
by like City Place.
Uh-huh.
It's like a late Tex-Mex place,
Okay. That's
and
3.
that really wasn't our fault.
Okay.
But it happened.
But it happened.
Yeah, we were with someone that peed on the floor.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
What
It
the what?
sucked. I mean, doing it
What the what?
like
Pete on the floor
you
on
know,
purpose.
when you get banned from a place.
What the
which,
what?
To be honest, that's really I haven't been banned from a lot of places. Now I've been in some altercations in places,
Yeah.
but that tells you if you're not banned, you must have been righteous to an extent.
Okay. Let's scrap it then. Top 5 venues that you've had altercations at.
Okay. Now we got these.
Yeah. Let's make
The
it
other
easy.
one was like I was like, to be honest, like banned as
Yeah. It's only a couple of them.
maybe there's a few of them in there that I don't remember.
All right.
And like in like weird places that I don't even, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, me and
All
I
right.
have been in states before, and
I got you.
you know.
All right, so let's redo it. So, Tim and Travis, what is the top 5? What is the top 5 venues that you've had altercations at?
The Freeman.
Taboo Lounge.
Taboo Lounge.
Oh, wow.
I got banned from there too. I forgot about that one.
Okay, so Taboo Lounge,
Help him out, Amy.
The Goat.
the GOAT.
The Goat's got a few of them on there.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But, you know, they're righteous.
Yeah,
They
okay.
still love me at the Goat.
Yeah.
All the staff. I've always been really good to those people.
Yeah.
That's one thing I got is I take care of them bartenders. And let's see, where else? You got a faves?
I got
Nate Seafood.
I was about to say, that's one of my favorites, of course.
And
That was a great one. That was righteous.
man, there's some good ones. Right outside of Adair's.
Okay.
You know, there's been a lot of altercations on that corner.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah, for sure.
Countless.
That's 4. You got one more.
The guitar case. Man, no, there's so many good ones. Because, our altercation doesn't necessarily have to be. One time I was standing outside the Freeman and a homeless guy pulled a fillet knife on me.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
And I looked down at it and I looked back at him. And he took off.
Yeah.
Running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I looked at him like, really?
Like, really,
Yeah,
bro?
you eat those kind of things.
Yeah.
In, the deep hill.
There was this aggressive guy down in Deep Ellum asking us for money. He asked me like 2 or 3 times. And me and Amy were in an argument. And I was like, any other day, dude, I'll give you $1 or something, but leave me alone.
Yeah.
And he started beefing and like raised his cane up at me. And I took my guitar case, put it right in his chest, and it knocked him like off of his feet. And he's a little bit older now.
Yeah.
So, but I went and I got over him. And I was like, if you were any younger, I would break you off right now.
Yeah.
And then this guy's like, get off of him. I'm the police. And he had his hand behind his back. And I looked up at him and I said, no, you ain't.
Right.
I said, what you got behind your back? I went over there, he didn't have anything behind his back. And I was like, that's even more dangerous.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Act like you got a weapon. You just get blasted down here.
Yeah.
That was a memorable one, but that wasn't even like, man, there's so many.
You got
that
one more
5?
venue though.
I got one more?
Yeah. That private.
Amy over there trying to give him answers to the test.
What is high tide? It's called Speakeasy. Speakeasy over there.
She tr-
7 Up. Deep Ellum Sushi.
Yeah, TNA.
TNA?
Truth and Alibi.
Yeah.
Amy's got a couple up in there too.
Is that right?
Come
Is that
on.
right?
No, I got because of altercation. My favorite one of all time was at OT Tavern.
OT Tavern. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
my favorite one. And
Okay.
we had just moved into our crib. We've been there for a few weeks. We hadn't decided on a TV provider.
Yeah.
So what it came down to is I got Dish because they were giving away the Pacquiao Mayweather fight for free if you join Dish, the pay-per-view. So we have all these people over, and then it never got hooked up. Like the guy came in and installed it, but I never got the game. I mean, I never got the fight.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I get all these people, and we go over to OT Tavern, right? And we go into OT Tavern, and I have to pay like $30 a person to get all these people in that I invited. And by the end of the night, I'm on the back patio, and I get into it with this guy, and he's up on a rail, and I've got him like this, and because this is the hardest part of someone's head is the back of it, and I'm letting him just, because it's not even fading me.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I hear this, psh, and the guy kind of comes over the rail, and she's like, that's my man. And I love him. And it was like movie quality, like the movie Roadhouse, bottle break, like jagged, like I'll cut you.
Yeah.
And then I dropped my e-cigarette, my very first run of one of these, the very first one that ever came out, and it got stolen. And they threw us out. And they were all making fun of me over there. And these cops roll up and put me in the back of the car. And I had some extracurricular incense in my pocket. They didn't even know. They just put me in the back of the car, and they came back and they're like, you're fine. They're like, you got to get out of here. I was like, okay. I'm waiting on a ride, and I call my friends, and they all roll up on these motorcycles, and then like the whole patio that was making fun of me went like this. And they all went inside, and we waited out there, and then the manager came out, and they're like, we're so sorry. What can we do? And we because they were like making fun of me. I was like, who's laughing now?
Yeah.
I was like, this bitch closes at 2.
Right.
And we're gonna be here.
Right
here, right now.
Right.
All y'all laughing, making fun of me, because these kind of motorcycle people were like, not the ones.
Yeah. Like
You know what I mean?
Sons of Anarchy type.
But
yeah.
but Amy is so
And,
chill.
That's my man, and I love him.
to a certain point, boy.
That altercation right there.
I've seen
me.
a pissed off Amy.
I've never seen a pissed off Amy.
I've seen a pissed off Amy. Yes, I have. I've seen it twice. I've seen it twice, and one of them was towards him.
Yeah.
It's a pistol.
Yeah, one of them was towards him.
Was that 5? Is that 5?
Yeah,
It
that's
was
5.
6.
That's 5. No, that was 5.
I mean, I got some runner
5 and a half.
He said he got some running ups.
All right, man. So let's keep it pushing, man.
Oh, you like the TNA? The TNA when I was pulling through their parking lot, right? Mm-hmm. And I had my friends in the car with me. And we're just cruising. We're having a good time. And there's a bunch of people there. Well, I'm very careful about driving around them. I go far away from them. One guy, like, jumps out and, like, slaps the back of my V-dub, which I still had pretty clean at the time. Poor thing. And so I hop out my car and he was like, "What are you gonna do?" And I like grabbed this little stun gun, right? He's like, "Oh, it's like 3 steroided up dudes." And I hit the biggest dude right there in the neck with the stun gun and then take off on the other dude, and then they just like jump on me and my buddy gets out of the car and it gets broken up. And I lost one of my maroon hats like this.
Yeah.
And I just got it. I went back and got another one the very next day, but yeah. And this girl that was with my friend, she was like, "What do we do? Do we break him up?" Amy was like, "No, you're supposed to stay out of the way."
Yeah.
That's what he told me.
Yeah.
I was
Stay
like,
out the way, bro. Stay out the way. Ladies, when a whole bunch of grown men going at it, stay out the way.
Yeah. Dangerous.
If you ain't Layla Ali, stay out the way. That's the only one I'll let fight with me. But other than that. Well, okay, bet. So let's keep it pushing. All right. So our next
segment.
Next recurring segment is playing in the wrong key. This is our version of what grinds your gears. So what is your pet peeve? Or what's the main pet peeve that you have? As an artist, musician.
Well, when we're playing in like a project together, this thing keeps going out on me. Oh, I'm gonna need some water before this. When we're playing together, it's like, because I have like this banter that I've built over the years.
Right.
It's like my way of like relating to the crowd.
Right.
And like I wrote it,
Uh-huh.
And there's stuff I stole from other stage banter.
Yeah.
It's showbiz.
Yeah.
But I'm the one saying it.
Right. Right.
It's my thing.
Right.
And I've got band members that have like taken it upon themselves to be, they want to finish my punchlines and stuff.
Right.
Or if I'm including them in the banter, these are still my lines.
Yeah.
Don't take my next line from me.
Right.
You're supposed to have your line.
Right. Hey, man, have any of your other band members told you to turn that band member's mic off or down?
Allegedly. on multiple occasions.
On multiple occasions.
On the night of every gig.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
On the night
mic off.
of our last 3 months of the calendar. Make it easy for you to search. It's reoccurring like that. No, it goes back to a time when everything was perfect.
Yeah. Right.
Everybody was nervous. That's the thing too, though, is like, as a band leader, we've got to level up right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't like running sound and all that. That's fine. Let's level up. Let's let someone else run sound. Mm-hmm. Let's play a venue where we ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
Let's play a venue where we just, because my rig's fast, I set my rig faster than almost anybody in the band,
Yeah.
And one of them just has a small bass amp.
Right. That you bring.
That's my amp. Like I said, I own pretty much the whole stage.
Right.
Kid.
Right. I got you.
So,
I got you.
Number 2.
Oh, you have another one. Okay.
We have 5 of these, right?
No, it was just one.
Oh.
It was just one.
Tim was ready. He said number 2.
Well, yeah.
There's this drummer.
Hilarious. Hilarious. All right. If you want to give an honorable mention, you can, because it seemed like it's on your heart pretty heavy.
There's this drummer.
When I'm playing or in the music scene in general, which one? Either or.
Both. Yeah, it don't matter.
I mean, I feel like the stage is like a sacred place,
Right.
And
Come on.
you respect it.
Yeah.
So in all levels, one of my biggest pet peeves is when I get on a stage and there's trash. You know, from the night before.
Yeah. Never heard that one. That's a new one.
Never heard that one.
That's a new one. But you're right.
Every time we played somewhere,
Yeah.
everyone's gone. I make sure there's not a drop of trash on the stage.
Same. Yeah.
I played at Cowboy Club the other night. She was like, "You're the only one that put the stage back like it was when you found it." I was like, "I've done that every time, everywhere I played." You know, except for like, I've left a water bottle or two, and there's multiple bands on the bill because who's looking? I didn't know that was my bottle.
Right,
you know?
right.
But then again, we've been the last band on the stage, and
Yeah.
I've picked everybody's trash up.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
I got you.
You know,
I
I'm
got
trying
you.
to get off the stage fast so y'all can load in. So forget
Right.
about the water bottle.
I
It's
got
not a
you.
big deal.
I
But
got you.
when you're the last one on there, I mean, yeah, that's a sacred place. It's like, and it's a workspace. It's an office. It's like, it's where you put your work in, and it changes every time. And actually, that's my biggest pet peeve is when people walk on the stage.
Yeah.
Like while you're performing?
Yeah.
I don't like that either.
Man.
Just want to get on the stage.
Man,
and
listen.
I'll
start
stop and
dancing.
tell people I'll come to their work and take a deuce right on their desk.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I believe Tim Man will.
Is that my biggest pet peeve? Or is my biggest pet peeve the people that try to help me load out? Because I do appreciate help, but
Right.
you know, like anytime, or are we gonna give advice later? Would this be better for advice, or
You'll be able to give some advice.
anytime you want to like help a musician, ask them what they need help doing.
Yeah.
Because they've got a certain way that they operate.
Yep.
And when you start
Exactly.
moving that around, then they can't remember if it was there or not. Because it's a whole thing. You lock it in your head as you put it away, you know.
Right.
So it's like, and if you want to help and they haven't told you anything, then just hang out and talk for a minute.
Right.
Don't touch anything. Just
Right.
talk. And then when they're like, this is what I need help doing now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be, grab that.
Yeah.
And come here.
You're right.
Don't touch my cables.
Right.
Yep.
That's my biggest pet. Actually, that is my biggest pet peeve.
Cable. Oh yeah, cables.
My cables. But you know, those are all on different levels of
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like how you snuck
Importance.
I like how you snuck top 5 pet peeves.
I mean, because
in
he
there anyway.
basically just
He went, he went. I like how you snuck that in there.
And another thing.
But, right. That's what's up. All right, man. So that's playing in the wrong key for you. All right. So last segment, man.
What's your top 5 gigs?
right. Oh, gee,
He gonna be here for another hour.
We'll be here for a minute.
Oh, you don't think he's gonna get a part 2? Oh, he's definitely getting a part 2. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Because we haven't even got to a fourth of 10-man Travis. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
oh my goodness.
it's a lot in there, man. But now, so
Too much.
but last segment, gig tales, good, bad, ugly, indifferent. What is your favorite gig experience that you have that you want to talk about?
Good, bad, and ugly.
Good, bad, or
No, not
good,
3 of
bad,
them.
or ugly. Watch, he gonna try to
Those
slip 3 in.
fingers. Not 3 of them, team 1. It could be a good, bad, or an ugly.
my
God! He said good,
It could
bad, and
be-
ugly. All 3 of them.
Get some water.
It could be it could be good, bad, or ugly. What's that one gig experience that you had?
Oh man, so many of them. A lot of gigs, man.
Yeah.
I played a lot of gigs.
Yeah, I played a lot of them with you.
You're gonna have to edit out these gulps.
You good?
Good, bad, or ugly.
Yep. Talk about it. That one.
So, one of the things that we win, right? Mm-hmm. When we won this, or in this battle of the bands, was even in the place we came was a opening slot for a national act, and these guys are called the Loud Ass Crackers, right?
Okay.
The Lax.
Oh,
Lax. Okay.
And we're opening up for them,
okay.
and we come on the stage.
Oh wait, was
And
this
I
that
look
gas
out-
monkey?
I look out.
Oh,
and
okay.
I see all these rebel flags
Yeah.
with
Ooh,
chronic
man.
leaves on them.
I see him
And I
too.
look back at Jay, and I'm like,
I see him too.
and I was like, oh my God, never again. I can't believe this even
man.
happened. And then we go into the audience after the show, and I'm like, there's all these.
What year was this, by the way? I'm
It's
just curious.
2016? Yeah.
Okay.
17?
Yeah, somewhere around 2016. And you talking about like well over 1,000, maybe 15. Like I said, this is the big stage.
There was over 5,000 people.
Oh,
in there.
5 yeah.
5 or 6,000
Yeah,
people.
this is the big gas monkey venue.
Yeah. I've been a gas monkey.
Yeah,
you know
so-
that,
Was that many?
You don't
Yeah.
think so? 2,000?
I feel like about 50. I feel like
I felt like at least 2.
I think around 15.
By the time we were done, by the time the band was on, it really filled up.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
we opened, you know.
Yeah, we
so-
opened for them. Yeah.
So, but I go out there and I'm blazing, and this lady's like, I can't believe that you are smoking in here. My kids are right here. And I go, I can't believe that your kids are in here.
Right.
Or you are too. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, I can't believe any of y'all folks.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm going to go tell the security. She goes and gets the security. He's like, what's up, Tin? I was like, she's tripping. He was like, sorry, lady.
Right.
Dude,
Karen.
Yeah.
that was a taste of a bigger stage,
Yeah.
which makes it a good thing, an environment of like working. But it's like, who do you want to listen to you to, you know? And it's like, I'll go without that.
Yeah.
100%. So worst. Worst. Or that's the only thing that make it a worse gig for me is if it's something, because I'm about my dudes, man.
Yeah.
If you're in my band, it's like, I will get bloody
Yeah.
tonight, you know?
Same.
Over,
Oh, you definitely ride for your people.
Same.
even if like one of them's in the wrong,
Yeah.
take a look at that tomorrow.
Right.
But today,
But for right now,
you're
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You know?
He said, take a look at it.
And yeah, so
And
worst gigs. Another one that went out there at that festival where they were like, "Who's he with?"
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
Oh,
about
yeah,
none
I
of
heard
that
about that
Yeah.
one.
racist boo-boo chatter, man. I'm not with it at all, and I'm not trying to hear it.
Yeah.
So, best gigs. You never remember those.
Right.
Don't remember the bad ones.
He's still sneaking in the 3.
He said, you said good, bad, and ugly. Go ahead, 10.
Go ahead and tell him about the
ugliest of gigs were because of me.
Well, no.
You know? Like the times I spent money on professional recordings of our shows, and then the whole band sounds great except for me because I was,
Yeah.
you know, that's
Yeah.
the ugly side of it. So that's why I try not to.
But tell him
play
about the time that we had to play at that private backyard on the 4th of July in East Texas. Tell him.
That's my favorite gig.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one. That's what we were supposed to talk about.
Let's
That's
hear
what
it.
I was.
Let's
Yeah,
hear
that's
it.
what I was waiting for.
We love Rose Henderson.
This is a bonus.
And Brad, Rose Henderson Evans and Brad. We love y'all very much. We love your whole family. Miley, we love you. Buddy Henderson, we love you. Cody, we love you very much. He was fresh out, you know. Cody's doing really good, but he was fresh out, and they hired us to play their personal 4th of July party.
And their backyard is freaking. We're talking about they have just this house on like acres. This had to be at the bare minimum like 5 acres.
Yeah, I think it is 5 acres.
Yeah, and that's being generous. Like just it's this house on like 5 acres of land, just bare land, man.
Okay.
And they were
Shout out to Donna Ray. She was out there. She brought her dog that played with.
So I'm gonna tell.
Oh, Donna Harry.
I'm gonna tell my little part. So we're setting up, and again, I'm the only one. And out of nowhere, I'm setting up, and I'm like kind of bending down, and out of nowhere, I just hear this lady say, oh my God, the first time in my life I want to have sex with a black man. Out loud. And like Kidner is laughing, Jamie's laughing, Coach was laughing, like everybody. Man. And I'm like, oh God, all right, I'm ready to go. All right, so
was she cute?
Huh?
Nothing.
That's neither here nor there.
Is it grandma?
That's neither. No.
See, okay.
No, but anyway. So tell the rest.
So we get set up. We're gonna play
cool.
this. We're gonna play this stuff. We're gonna bring
Right.
some family members up to sing some songs, you know, and have a good time. And we get through the first set, and we're gonna take a break and come back and do something real quick, you know.
They pop firecrackers too.
Yeah.
So they was popping firecrackers.
We
around
took
that
the
time.
break.
Yeah.
For the fireworks.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. That's what it was.
And then something escalated in the house, and these people come running out of the house. These girls are fighting
Hard.
Dude, we were like, Jay's like, what do we do? I was like, man.
So that
Watch
that became the show. So now you got the band. We all just sitting there like
Cracking
watching
beers.
this. So it started with like two or three girls fighting, then some dudes are fighting, and then it just turned into this whole thing. One dude went and hid somewhere. When the police came, they was like, who is so and so and so? They was looking for one person, because they had like a couple cars out there too. It was like, who is so and so? And like nobody could find them, and everybody got pissed at him for like hiding. That was
something. Yeah.
That was a backyard brawl.
And we love that family. And they were like, are y'all gonna finish the show? We were like, nah.
Because by this
next time.
Yeah, because by this time, like,
it's been a long time.
Yeah, by this time, like a solid maybe like 2 hours had passed, and then mind you, we in the middle of we in East Bumblefuck, Texas. You know what I'm saying? So in like I said, 5 acres of land. So even when they called the cops, they would like it was like 20 minutes before the cops even got there. So now you got all of these laws. You got all these laws out here. It's just a whole bunch. You still got kids.
I'm having to walk around and hide things in the woods.
Yeah, all of that stuff.
Yeah,
man.
I can't.
Yeah, because like I said, it was 4th of July. A lot of extracurricular.
It was gonna be a killer show.
Yeah, it was gonna. They set up like it was like right in their front yard. Like they set up like they put like plywood down and all that stuff, so they set up like a little mini stage so we can get up there and play and stuff like that. And it was a lot, man.
Wild times.
I might still have videos from that night. I might. I have to go in the archive.
I got a few.
Yeah.
Man, I thought I had crazy gigs.
It was a good fight though.
we hadn't even scratched the surface.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, dude.
I need to sit down and just think about them one day and kind of just like take notes, like this story, you know, because
when you come on here on part 2,
because when you start telling stories, then you're like, oh, here's one, because the way the mind stores information, you know,
right.
It's like a filing cabinet. You're like, oh yeah.
That's what's up, man. Man, 10-Man Travis, man. So I want to go ahead and do this part. Of course, we didn't invite you on here just to we didn't invite you on here just to interview you. We also wanted to give you your flowers. Now, of course, we don't have real flowers, and we still don't have the budget for fake flowers. But we legit wanted to give you your flowers and let you know that, man. Listen, we are. Let you know. See the extracurricular, y'all. But now we just want to let you know, man. Listen, you are a dope individual. You're a dope musician. You're a dope artist. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate the hell out of you.
Thank you.
For just being who you are, man. Like I said, one of my favorite people on the world.
Yes.
One of my favorite people to play with, just kick it with, hang around. You just have a beautiful soul about you. You have a very big heart. Sometimes to your detriment, but nonetheless, you have a very big heart, man, and you're just a beautiful person all around. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I sincerely appreciate you. I sincerely appreciate our brotherhood and our friendship and stuff like that, man. Real talk, man. Real talk. So yeah, just want to say I love you, and we just want to give you your flowers. Y'all clap it up for 10-Man one time. has definitely been a pillar in the community, man. Definitely.
Very interesting. All these altercation things that happen because you was like so chill.
Very
And he is.
So
He's
chill, but
very chill.
I'm passionate though.
yeah.
Like and that's what he was saying about being righteous.
Like, don't try me.
That-
Don't try me.
That's what he was saying about being right, because like out of all of the fights, he doesn't start them.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't start them. It's always but for
Try
the most
Jesus,
part,
not
he
me.
doesn't
Right.
start them. He
Because
is
I
like
fight.
it's and like he's kind of like me, like okay, so and even with you quote unquote starting them, even that's a technicality, because like he's kind of like me, like I hate bullies.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen situations where it's like somebody's bullying somebody else, and like he stepped in and be like, hey bro, you need to chill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, if you gonna bully something, bully me.
Mm-hmm.
Bully me. You want to go? We can go. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I've seen that. You know what I'm saying? And that just attests to him being just a good dude. You know, just a good person, man. So yeah, man. We just want to give you your flowers, man, and let you know
Yeah.
we love
Loved and hated.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
You
it
know what I'm
is.
saying? Lou, what you got?
Now I felt like you probably already did this, but since we at the end, if you was to give advice to any type of individual, whether it's a musician or somebody that's trying to not have an altercation with anybody, what would that advice be, brother?
Just one.
What are your top 5 advice?
Ten, don't give us no list. Just that one good one.
Article A. Find-
Loopholes.
you know, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this.
Yeah.
You know, so try to do it well,
Yeah.
or quit.
Yeah.
You know,
Get out the way.
The fact
Yeah,
that he
'cause I
said
want
that,
that gig.
or quit.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Either
But
100% in or 100%
Well,
It's
out.
real,
I'm
though.
serious, like, because
It's
at that
real.
point you're in the way of a lot of people who actually deserve that slide.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
Most definitely.
but the thing is, you can make a lot of great music. It's like if you have the ability to make a lot of money at another job, you should do that, and then hustle your craft as music, and then put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's tough
Yeah. Most definitely.
trying to live on it
Yeah, for sure.
at a show. You have to deal with all kinds of things. You get stagnant. You don't like it, then you like it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had a lot of money and I could just make music in a house all day, that's what I would do instead, for the love of the music,
Mm-hmm.
not
Yeah.
the job.
Right.
So
Because the job part kind of it tries to take away some of the love.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah. Most
and, you know,
definitely.
you'll have those moments, but overall, the love supersedes.
Mm-hmm.
The love of it supersedes. Something happens where you find you have that moment to where it's like, okay, I remember why I'm doing it now. You know,
Yeah.
well, I mean, even if it's somebody saying, "Yo, like your song helped me," you know what I'm saying, or you know, some or
that's what someone said a while ago.
okay.
Let me read that. Let me give a shout out to that.
Or if you're like us, somebody put write on a napkin and put it in your tip jar and say, "Hey, you guys are being too political. You need to stop it." Somebody put that in our tip jar one time.
Wow.
This is
You're
my
being-
brother Scott Thornton. You ever meet him? Dr. Scott. He was on the
Possibly.
radio because he's like saw you in a dream and you sang for me when I was down. Love you, brother. Dropped me a
okay.
Venmo out of nowhere. You know.
Oh, dope.
Nice.
I was singing in his dream, which is crazy because I was driving the other day, and because I'll call people because I drive long distances,
Yeah.
so it's like that's how I drive. I
Yeah.
talk to people even with my headset on, you know.
Oh, trust
And
me, I
it's
know.
like, I was like, I need to call Dr. Scott Thornton because that dude's a special individual, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, but that's crazy. I was thinking about him, and then he had a dream about me.
That's what's up.
And I also said that the other day, I was like, I'm gonna get rich. I'm speaking it into existence.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to get Venmos
Yeah.
about the people I'm thinking about. So I'll start thinking about some other people on
Yeah.
the way home. Maybe
Think-
they'll send me a little love.
think
you know?
about Bill Gates.
I was just gonna say Bill Gates, Jerry
Thinking about
Jones.
Bill Gates right now.
Elon,
Right.
I was about to say Elon
Elon.
Musk.
He's gonna call us, give us a Tesla deal
Right.
for the
Jerry
band.
Jones.
Now we don't have to pay for gas.
Right.
He's gonna give us a charge card. I'm speaking into existence.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with it. And I'm in the band, so that
Me
benefits
too.
me too.
In the beginning, it's just a word.
Right. Yes, sir. You better preach.
Yeah.
And I ain't never heard you preach before.
That's where you come from. One of your very first quote unquote, if I remember this correctly, I'm not even gonna say gig, but like one of your very first times like playing guitar in public after your vacation was at church, right?
It was.
Yeah, at church playing Amazing Grace.
No, I played the blues.
The blues, okay.
Called it the news.
Okay.
And which is a big thing because at this church there's no instruments, you know. They're Church of Christ, but they were going to have a variety show, and my mom was like, "I'm getting you in there," and she got me in there. I didn't even have a guitar. I played my nephew's guitar. It was great.
Yeah,
I did some killer shit there.
I didn't you have like an old video of that or something?
I do.
Yeah,
I'll go back and listen to that. And be like, yeah, that was unadulterated right there.
Yeah. But I remember that like soon as you got out, that was one of your and mind you, it was probably like 60 pounds ago. Like, have you ever seen the Skinny Tin Man? Have you ever seen the Skinny Tin Man?
No.
Oh, yeah. He's a very, very sexy man.
No.
Yeah.
Good to know.
We'll have to drop some of those in there in the edit. I'll send you some skinny shots.
Yes.
I saw a picture of you with not long hair.
Yeah, he didn't have long hair
That's a
then.
good story right there, you know?
Yeah.
It's long hair. So people were like, why
We'll
don't you
save it
cut
for
your
part
hair?
2 though.
I had 2 barbers in my life. One when I was on vacation that played drums for me in that competition and came down. He can cut my hair. And then I had Jackie. He cut my hair my whole life. Everywhere else I was out on vacation, they just made you take it all off, you know? But when at the fancier part of my vacation, at that nice resort,
Right.
I got get that good barber. And I used to rock it in a pompadour, you know, like
Yeah.
with Burns. But then Jackie got sick at Park Mall Barbers in East Plano, where I grew up. That's where I would go, at Park Mall Barbers, and he got sick and he never came back. This lady there cut my hair once. I went home and I was like, nope,
Never again.
never again.
And that's why you grew your
It
hair.
hasn't been cut.
Man, listen, this has been a super dope conversation. It's always good talking to my brother, man. It's always good just send and also shout out to Queen Amy in the building, of
Love
course.
her.
Of course. I didn't even
My
get
muse.
I didn't even get to ask my normal question, but we'll say that for part 2. But
Or three.
or three. Oh yeah, because it's a lot. It's a lot here. But
Sequels.
But yeah, man. So you kind of already did the 10. You kind of already did it, but just real quick, man. Just you got the last words. Talk to the people. Tell them what's up.
Come see me at Bar None every Sunday, noon to 3. 8 airs 10 to 1. Follow us. Buy some merch.
Right.
We love you. Make beautiful music.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go. All right. Well, with that being said, we had Tin Man Travis in the building. We got Lou Paul Beats. We got Professor Mel Will. I am J Ell Groove. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, kicking it with us. DFW Shed Sessions.
Good
Like,
night.
share, and subscribe. Do all of that good stuff. And remember,
Good night.
it ain't gonna suck itself. I'll talk to y'all later.